Time is a weird thing. Most of you have no clue how long you have been stuck in that cell. A day? A week? You may have tried to lie down and take a nap in the meantime. But as you find it, you aren't tired at all. You have conversed across the cells until even those voices faded away. It's dark here, completely barren. You don't feel, you don't move, only your mind exists. And you hear your inner voice echo within its own thoughts. Where you're going this time, we'll find out shortly. And let the adventure begin.
Does Bard have a scar now from where Eric tore into their throat?
That's up to you where you want the scar. I need
I'm fine
to.
with it. Just like a grizzly scar across the neck. Just a constant reminder.
Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna roll to see who goes first. It's a little annoying. Okay, number three. Number 3 is Eric.
I want to go first.
Yeah, it's
Hold on.
Putting all the pressure on me, man.
Yeah. Okay, gonna reveal that. Okay, you should be able to move around. Give me a second here. I have a little introduction for you. A bright glow falls from the darkness of the room, illuminated only by a small campfire. And the stench of death around you is palpable. This place is dirty and shows signs of a collapse. Could it be ancient? Who knows? The brightest light falls to the floor, and in a second span, in its place, a silhouette emerges anew. Please introduce yourself and your character, Eric.
My guy's name is Eric the Wolf Kurskin, and I am a barbarian. Very animal-like. Very savage in nature.
That's a very meta description, but okay. Alright, well, the map is open to you, friend. I'm losing connection here.
Uh-oh.
It should be fine now. Well, you emerge in a room here. There's another person here by the campfire.
I would like to go up to him.
Okay, he's kneeled down. You see that he has a gravesword at his side. He doesn't look like a warrior, so to say. But as you draw closer, he hears your footsteps and he peeks up. Oh, it's happening! Finally! And he stands up. How are you, friend?
Oh, there he goes. I was about to say he's still laying down.
Now he's up.
I am no friend of yours.
Oh,
Where are we?
well, I couldn't tell you that. But, do you have some food? I'm getting quite hungry here. I've been stuck here for so long, you wouldn't know.
I will give him one ration.
He devours it, like, greedily right in front of you. And just goes over here. Oh heavens. Yeah. You also see on the floor, there's, like, wrappings of, like, rations all around him. Like, probably 20 or so.
It seems like you're a gluttony for food. Perhaps I should have just let you starve.
Oh, Sorry, I have some tea if you, want.
Sure.
A trade for
I'll
trade?
take- Yes, that's fine.
Alright, come sit down, friend. And he, like, takes out the tea kettle and, finds a small, dirty can, pours it in, like, hands it over to you.
This is the prologue, the prelogue to like why we woke up on drugs last time.
The prelogue. Maybe.
We were just sitting in the forest eating mushrooms. Like, I don't even know what this one is, but I think
Just
this will get us high.
Just accepting tea from a stranger who calls you friend.
I would like to grab the tea and then smell, see if I can notice anything that might be in it.
It smells kind of sweet. Like, it's probably made on beans rather than, like, leaves.
So it's coffee, okay.
Maybe. It probably
You
won't
lie.
taste like coffee.
So what I would like to do is I would like to point something behind him, like maybe his rucksack, and I'd be like, "What's that?" And when he's looking away, I'm gonna kind of like empty the drink up behind me.
Okay.
Just a puddle of tea on the floor.
Sleight of hand check because he's distracted.
So that's a 20 plus 5, so 25.
25. Yeah, you definitely,
right?
you definitely
Is
do
that
that. It's too dark in the room to see the splatter behind you, so he makes nothing of it, and he just like peers at his rucksack, and then peers back at you. That's where I keep my belongings. My sleeping stuff and such.
So I want to make sure that it was a 25 and not a 20. Would it show up?
Yes.
It was a 25.
Okay, hold on. I got to see here. 23, it actually says. I gotta check there is a... Yeah, it's correct. No, wait. It doesn't show up. I'm probably gonna reload here. Try and see. Oh, now it does. 20.
Oh, it was a 20. Okay. So yeah, it was 20. I'm sorry. I got a mod now on my thing, so it might have screwed my rules up.
Okay. Well, what do you do? Well, I mean, he just explained that the rucksack was his belongings and such.
Oh, I was just wondering.
Okay. Much like the creature to have emerged out of thin air, another shard of blue falls gently to the ground right behind you, Eric.
I get up in shock, and then I draw my sword.
And in its place, something takes shape. And so I will roll to see who goes first. Goes second. And that is a fellow friend named Oddly 15.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of 15, I was watching One Piece last night and hit an old guy in there, and the voice actor was like, "Hello there." It made me think of 15.
It don't sound like that. I'm trying to like sound drunk as shit.
It was more like, hello.
Yeah, it's not like my character is inebriated at all times. He just sounds that way. He just sounds so fucking like a con artist.
He's just like, "Why is
Sleazy.
the rum gone?"
Yeah. Well, the map is open to you, friend. You're in a dark, like dirty place.
Right? Do you want me to like describe myself?
Sure.
All right. Can you zoom in on my character on the stream because it probably describes it way better. He's
It's very dark, but okay.
I don't know what like measurements we're using, but he's 196 centimeters high. Tall, sorry. Tieflin male, top hat. It's like kind of fine clothes. You can tell that he has money. Like a black trench coat. He looks shady. He looks like someone you wouldn't want to talk to. Yeah, I think that's about it. Also, he looks kind of like a demon because he's a tiefling. All right. So now I just go.
Yep. The map is open to your friends. You see someone you recognize and someone you don't.
Fucking hell, what is this place? Who are you? I'm looking over at Erik. Ah, it's fucking you. What are you doing here? Where are we?
Oh, thank God, another friend.
I love this NPC. Is this Erik? Just a quick question, out of game.
The what? No?
Because you said there was an NPC named Erik too. So there's 3 Eriks.
There are some other Erik, and then there's Erik Carson. This is Erik Carson.
I'm trying to engage in a conversation with this new guy who's calling me friend. Who the fuck is this?
I'm John Sollimus. Come over. I have some tea here.
Okay, before I go over, can I like give him like an ocular pat down? Can I like see how he looks?
Sure. Give me an insight check.
Inside. Which is...
So you just want to like see his appearance and such?
Yeah, like how he carries himself.
All right.
I rolled a 4, so...
All right. Well, he is a little hard to discern. It's also pretty dark here, so you can't make out the finer details of his clothing and whatnot. But he does appear to be a young lad.
Yeah, I don't trust this guy. I can't see him, so I'm like keeping my distance, but just like trying to be.
He's just
like,
smiling by the campfire back at you.
I'm just walking over slowly, but like hand on my crossbow, just like.
He's so unassuming of how much of a terrible person like we all are.
Yeah.
What do you want, friend?
Yeah, well, I lost my friends out there. We're gonna have to break through this place at some point or another. I gotta tell you, there's a monstrosity out there. And he just goes still. I have not been able to make a foot out of this place.
There's a monstrosity in here too, and I just stare at him.
Hello?
I want to see how he reacts.
He just looks around.
He just doesn't get it.
Yep.
I'm like, who you calling a monstrosity, demon?
Now don't be rude. We need all the manpower we can get. So... There's a chance there's coming more, but... Should we just go for it? I want to leave this place. I just want to leave. And he looks a little more frantic. This is like his true colors, you can tell.
All right, settle down. I'm sure we'll find a way.
More tea?
His answer to everything is tea. More bean juice.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll have a cup of tea.
Okay, he takes out a dirty can and hands it to you.
I take it and I pour it into... Do I have a cup? Do I have something?
Do you have something in your inventory? You can also try and look around.
Drink like straight from the flask.
No, this is all I have. You could also try and look around. It's pretty dark here, but you could try. You do have dark vision, right?
Yeah, we all do. I would like to actually examine the room, like my surroundings. Where are we standing?
All right, give me an investigation check.
6.
All right, well, you can tell that this is just a place full of rubble. There's not much to see.
Well, I hand the flask back to the stranger.
All right. Erik, what do? You are reunited with a friend here.
Loose term friend.
Yeah, very loose. It appears that we have been brought to another thing. Do you remember anything before this?
Well, I don't know how long I've been here. It's just... Oh, gosh. Probably like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a month?
How the fuck do you keep track of town on you? A time, sorry.
I have these scratching on the wall, and he like just wanders over here and like points at them.
Yeah, but is there like
Oh.
a light or a window or something?
There is no windows here. And the air is also pretty heavy and damp.
And I look at it and I look at him and I go, this means nothing. What the fuck are you keeping track of?
What? I don't have a watch on me?
Why are you scratching the wall?
Because I'm trying to count the times that I've taken a nap.
Oh.
Damn, that's a lot of naps.
He just wake up, put like 10 minutes, goes back, takes a nap. Oh, it's been 3 days. No, you've been here for 3 hours.
Could I do an examination on him to see if there's anything odd about this demeanor?
Sure. Insight check.
23.
23. Why is this nun warrior carrying a greatsword?
I thought it was considered.
And he also is very frantic. There's definitely something up with him.
Why are you carrying this sword? What is your purpose here?
Well, I want to break out. Oh, right. Look around you. This is a barracks. There's a lot of weapons here. 15, you looked around and you saw nothing.
No, yeah, I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Dark vision's failing me.
Just move on. I want to break out of here. Do you guys have any experience with violence? I don't want to go out there alone.
I thought you'd never ask.
Oh,
Yes.
well, I'd like to hear that.
Well,
Should we just leave? And he takes up the rucksack.
no, leave that there, leave that there.
What?
Go to the door. Just leave it for a second, trust me.
Perception check?
Perception?
Oh, I mean, persuasion check.
Persuasion. A
Oh,
12.
12? Alright.
The fact that I can see your rolls on the app.
Yeah, you definitely get it. He places down the rucksack.
Now walk over, come, follow me to the door. And I'm like, as he's moving towards the door, I'm like slacking behind a little bit. Like,
Okay.
out of his vision range.
Okay, okay, I'm gonna take a look. And I like just pierce through the cracks of the door.
Right, yeah. Well, and while he's distracted like this, I lean over to Eric and I'm like, listen, you need to distract this. There's like 2 minutes. That's all.
Okay. So I will go up to. I will go up to this guy and say, "You look mighty strong. You know the way of the blade."
Well, I would like to think I do. But I just want to get out of here. That's all I care about. Please. Please, can we just leave?
Yeah, and while they're distracted, I'm going through his bag right now. I'm just
Alright.
like checking all he has.
Alright. Investigation check.
Uh-oh. Investigation. That's more like it. 21.
21. You see 5 minor potions of healing, a few daggers, some cloves, and probably some kitchen utensils.
He's just throwing like daggers still in the sheaths at people because he's like too scared to like unsheath them.
Maybe.
I'm taking the kitchen utensils and I'm taking all the flasks of healing.
All right, you do so.
How do I add them to my inventory?
Okay, hold on. Let me go into your page here. This is not gonna be very easy. This is just a teaching thing, so let me go into your page. You go to the tab called Inventory. Go to Manage Inventory right under your coins.
Yes.
And then you find the Filter tab, and you just write in what you want to get there. 5 minor potions of healing.
I see just a potion of healing or greater, superior, or supreme.
Okay,
There's
so
no minor.
yeah, that's fine. Just take that one.
The main one? So
Yeah.
just a potion of healing?
Indeed.
Okay. Like 5 of them.
All right, and cooking supplies.
It's like I have to add 1 by 1.
Oh, you don't have to. You could add 1, and then find it in your inventory, click on it, and just add more from there. There's a plus button.
Oh. Well, I got it. And then kitchen what?
Kitchen supplies. Or kitchen utensils.
Cook's utensils. Can I take
Yep.
that? That's what's popping up for me.
Sure.
All right. Perfect. Now I'm like acting like nothing, just going up to the others.
Okay. And so, John turns to you and he asks, "Are we ready?" My bag! Right.
Ready as can be.
And he goes over and takes his, yeah. Alright.
While he looks at the bag, I'm going to do a quick look at the weapons rack to see if there's anything useful there.
What are you looking for, friend? There's a lot of stuff here.
Javelins and... yeah, that's mainly about it.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
10.
10. You see 5 javelins. It's a minor stockage. Alright. Well, you, and he points to Eric, you seem to be able to, a capable fighter, I should say. Would you like to go first?
Sure, why not?
Good. Now, this is a grisly sight, so do take care out there. And he opens the door. And down the hall, you see something move.
So I am going to shove this guy in front of me and say, how about we both go?
Sure. And he takes out the greatsword. He doesn't look too confident.
Oh, Eric, I finally found out why it took away a language. It apparently changed my background when I reverted to 1, which was weird.
So do I look down the hall? Do I see this creature in front of me?
The creature you see down the hallway is something else. Before you, you see what can only be described as a lumbering ghoul. But whereas you may have seen or heard zombies or unholy creatures of the night, these descriptions fail to tell what this creature represents. Before you stands a malnourished corpse, leaking black ichor from its hollowed out orifices, and worm-like black tendrils or oversized maggots extend from its chest cavity and broken body. It's truly a horrifying sight. Is this what awaits you upon death?
Okay, I'm gonna move just in range of it,
Alright,
and then I'm just gonna throw a javelin right at it.
okay. It just slowly turns its head. Okay, roll to hit.
16.
Okay, hold on a second here. 16 hits. Roll damage. And we also engage in initiative right after that. So you two roll initiative.
8.
Okay, 8 kills it. Actually, we don't need to roll initiative. It's just one other here, and it observes that its ally is being slain, so it just wanders down. Okay, Ben, you're up. Let's just go with that.
All right. I just see the other one down the hall, right?
Yep. 60 feet. Yeah, I think you could hit it there.
I probably could, but I'm turning to what's his name, John.
Yep.
I look over at him and doing like a little snap, like a little. Hey, pay attention.
What is it?
You, go kill that thing.
Okay, sure. That seemed easy enough. Okay, and your turn. So yeah, it's him. He's gonna wander up
10
here.
minutes in and he just dies.
Yeah.
We're like, well, we're terrible.
30 feet, and he takes the ready to action attack it once it gets in range. Eric, your turn.
Hey, I'm gonna move up, and as I'm moving up closer to him, I'm gonna look in the cells.
Okay. You look through the cells. They look oddly clean. They do smell quite horrible though, but yeah. It has all the accommodations of a cell. There's not much to be seen inside.
Is there a shit bucket?
There is a shit bucket.
And
Truly high life right there. Like high standards of living.
and I'm gonna take another javelin and I'm gonna toss it into this creature.
Okay. Roll to hit.
17.
17 hits. The creature is struck. How do you kill this thing? Well, actually, roll damage first. I completely forgot. 6. Yeah, 6 kills it. How do you kill it?
I throw the javelin and the spikes right into this creature's head, and it kind of like turned around, and you can just see that it's like just jammed right into his skull and went halfway, all the way through.
Okay, and it just stumbles over and falls back on its bag. There are 2 rotting corpses on the floor. Everyone's together again. Wasn't I meant to kill that thing? I could have done it.
If you were gonna do it, you would have done it.
I could only move so fast. I'm like you.
I'm like you. You are nothing like me. Don't ever compare yourself to me again.
I just look at him like he's crazy, and I would like to examine these corpses
Okay.
and grab my javelins
Okay.
if possible.
Go ahead. Investigation check.
It's like one of them's a kobold.
10.
10. They appear to be human, both of them. But it's really hard to see. You just gotta find the small details that make them... It's too bulky to be an elf. But you do find some torn scrap of clothes, but also a lot of just rotted flesh and bones.
Okay, I would like just to take one of their bones,
Okay.
a sharp bone, and then just put it in my pocket as a trophy.
Alright, well...
Like break off a rib cage or something.
Something to know on later.
Go right
Yeah.
ahead. Sure. Now follow me. It's just down the corridor here. Do you follow him?
Yes, and I will continue observing the area around him,
15?
around the area.
Yeah, I'm walking behind both of them. I like keeping them in my vision.
Okay. You guys wander ahead. And you come to a set of stairs leading into a different corridor. You walk upstairs. And you see that there's another cell row right over, but also there's a main hallway leading down.
I tell this John to hold up, and then I will stealthily peek around the corner to see if there's anything down the hallway.
And we'll come back to you guys in a second. Now we gotta reunite with the other players. So, let's see here. Who goes here? Okay. And that would be... I'm gonna fetch you guys. Put you over here. Alright. So. Oleander. This would be you. I gotta spawn you in. Takes a little bit of setup. Okay, that should be fine. And let me find your introduction here. Many are lucky to be...
Zenith, oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No, that's fine.
Zenith will be joining us today.
I do hope he will. He's probably just not around right now, but he does have time to join up. We'll see what happens. Okay, so. Many are lucky to be where they are in life. But for you, your fate has led you here. A bright glow explodes outwards from one of the cells in another part of the building. This is where Oleander emerges. Introduce your character.
Yeah, my name's Oleander. Sickly, bright green skin, crown of gnarled branches, and he's a druid dressed in simple leathers and a messy bunch of salt and pepper hair.
Aren't you missing like a patch of hair too?
No. When you see me, I will have a full head of hair again.
Creatures regrow hair? The hell?
In such a short time of span. Or
I do.
I guess it was a while.
No,
Okay.
I do. It's like within 24 hours, whatever. Yeah.
Oleander, the map is open to you.
What the hell? So I'm gonna take a look around. I'm assuming all I can see is the cell and
You are,
or at least not too terribly much.
indeed. It's
Yeah,
quite dusty here. You see like fog at the end of the corners of the building. And you see a corpse right outside your cell.
All right. I'm gonna listen. Do I hear any like movement or anything in the?
Give me an
outside the
investigation
cell?
check, or like a perception check actually, to listen.
Perception? Oh, I prefer perception. It's much better.
Yeah. Investigation is more like if you're searching for something specific.
19.
19. You hear some rattles of chain and the rumble of rock, but only like at small intervals. It's not constantly.
Okay. I will kind of. Well, I would have moved closer to like the
The gate.
door at that
Mm.
time. Take a look around. Does this room seem familiar? Do I feel like this is the room that I've spent however long I spent?
No, you do remember being locked up in a cell, but this is a slightly different cell. This is all new. You're finally free from that boring cell where you could barely like move around.
What the hell is going on?
And you have a shit bucket.
What is this?
Yeah, it's an upgrade. It's luxury now. Now you don't have to shit in a corner.
This is nice. You don't know how long I was shitting in that Cheshire Tress back there.
Oh boy, the next person that comes through for that
Yeah.
chest.
Well, man.
The next person that finds, they're not gonna find the 150 gold that was in it.
Nobody finds something more valuable.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what do? You wander up to the cell door?
Is another man's treasure.
Gently, as quietly as possible, see if I can open the cell doors.
You try them, and they appear to be locked.
Well, shit, I don't necessarily know. Can I take a look around, see if there's anything in here that might help me unlock them?
And that would be an investigation check.
All right. Oh, fuck. 5.
5?
Wait, question. Do I still have the inspiration from last session?
Yeah, you do.
All right, I'm going to use it. And I'm going to re-roll.
Okay, go ahead.
A whopping 7 this time, so really worth it.
Okay, well, unfortunately, you see nothing of use within your cell. Maybe you could break the bed apart and use some part of that to pry the gate open. But more so, you do see the corpse outside. It has something in its hands. A crowbar.
Okay. Is the bars, is there enough room for me to get like my staff through and try to...
You can certainly try. Roll 2 hits to see if you can like maneuver it around just perfectly.
12.
12? You just sort of hit it, but it doesn't really, it's a little too far away.
Okay.
However, in your
Push
escapade,
it further.
you are interrupted as another bright glow comes from the other side of the cell. And from that, I do have a different introduction. And here we are. Fortune comes in many forms, it seems. You appear close by, and you see a bright light illuminate from the cell over. And that would be our missing player. And he just announces his presence by going up to the cell door. What a peculiar place I find myself. These rocks, are they meant to be here?
Pretty
Well,
spot on.
Sounds like Zenith. Zenith? That you?
Oh! Greetings, friend. You seem to be in a bit of a pickle.
Can you hand me that crowbar? Or do you have a way to open these doors?
I reach down and take the crowbar. And I inspect it. Marvelous design. And then I hand it over to the friend.
All right. Well, when you hand
Take it, Oleander.
I try to open the...
Narrating as he hands it to you.
Yeah.
Do I have something in my arsenal? He'll start like going through his book and just muttering to himself in Elvish.
Which I would understand still.
Alright,
Yeah, something that...
I'm gonna see. Okay.
While he's looking, I'll try to start prying it open with the
Okay.
crowbar.
Go ahead. That's an athletics roll.
Oh, I'm real good at those.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, apparently I am. 19.
19. So Zenith is about to, well, you see him start to cast magic. It gets a little cold. He's probably gonna cast Ice Knife on the door, but you seem to be having done so. So he doesn't need to use any spell slots, and he will just like back away. Ah, great job.
Thanks for your help. Greatly appreciate it.
So, do you know where we are?
I have no fucking idea where we are, friend.
Well, I don't think these rocks are meant to be here. Who killed this corpse?
I don't know. I just got here just like you.
Hmm.
I'm gonna take a look, see if there's anything else on the corpse.
You starts to investigate the corpse as well. It is rotted away. It's not quite the enemies you saw outside. It's quite just a normal corpse, but it's been rotted for like a couple of years.
Okay.
Maybe there's something in the other cells here.
This smells awful.
Oh yeah, don't tell me about it. I don't need reminded. This is nothing. And he goes down further here. Oh, more rocks. Nature's gift.
Nature's roadblock, more like.
Well, I consider myself to be nature's gift, but that's fine.
Okay.
I'll take a look in here.
Okay. And as you do, you see there's a hole in the wall in the further back. And for that, I will reveal something. There's like a cave entrance.
Right on. Zenith,
Oh,
over here.
ah,
See anything in that cell?
just more dirt
Lovely. Lovely.
and more rock.
Make
Another
my way
shit bucket.
through. Yeah. I'm gonna stand like right here, and I'm gonna kind of listen in again, see if I hear any movement.
He takes up the bucket, and there's like some slop in it, and he like places the bag on the counter. There, everything where it needs to be. Okay. You arrive in a small cavern of sorts. It seems to have been broken in. This place doesn't feel steady. It's like on the verge of collapse.
Okay. What do I see? Let's see.
Give me an investigation check. And also don't get caught by the cops.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah.
14.
Got my window open. People like to stab each other outside.
It's nice.
Yeah, that seems like a good family reunion. 14 you say? You see a minecart and some ores in the rock.
Okay. Is there anything in the minecart?
It is filled with what appears to be rock.
Okay.
Excuse me, friends. And he like wanders up here.
Yeah, you can go ahead and check Zenith.
And he like kneels down by the minecart. Why is this placed here? This seems peculiar.
Well, it's on a track. So, my guess is we might be able to follow the track to get out of here.
Well, we won't get far. And he like points to the boarded up like place ahead.
How sturdy are the wood boards?
Give me an athletics check.
15.
15? They're bolted into the rock. Maybe it seems like something was trying to like block off this area. Maybe it is unsafe for travel. Who knows? Come over here, friend. Help me push this.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll help them push.
And you start to push. And that is where we're going to continue with you in a second. We are going to take a detour over here.
Over
Let's
where?
see. Fetch players. There we are. And I am gonna do this. Let me find the introduction. And here we are. And what is fortune and misfortune worth if there isn't a great mystery behind it? The last silhouette to emerge had their life robbed of them at the most inopportune time. Bard, introduce yourself and your character.
Just wake up
I don't see
screaming.
my character.
I'm gonna get you a token out. Oh, come on. There. There we are. Go ahead.
Small lizard, dark red scales, and looks like they have a fresh, ghastly pink scar across their throat. Thankfully, they can cover it up with a scarf, but little bits of it still peek out. Bard's gonna look around and I guess like just kind of like what?
Yeah, for you do remember dying.
Gonna look around the room. I guess an investigation.
You find yourself like this room is illuminated by an altar right in front of you, but it appears to be a meeting hall of sorts.
Doesn't look like I'm meeting anyone here.
No, you're not. In fact, all the other players seem to have formed groups. But you're alone. What I'm getting at, Bard, is that while you're alone, it appears there's an altar that beckons you forward.
Oh.
You are soon to be accompanied by something far greater. And for that, Bard, I am going to need you to go into a different channel here with me. A one-to-one.
To the altar first.
Yep. And we are going to switch channels for just a
can you
second.
drag me-
The rest of
can
you,
drag me to it?
yes. Sure, I suppose I could. Guys, feel free to take a break here, or find some coffee or whatever. This is going to take a minute or two.
Oh boy.
Sounds good.
All right.
Okay, let me find my notes here. Hello. Alright. Bard, you remember dying.
Oh yeah.
What do you wish for in this exact moment?
To not be so frail and weak.
Okay. You think this, and you hear a low hum.
Like a voice in my head.
No,
Kinda
this... Yeah, it appears to be in your head, but also resonating from the altar itself.
I'm gonna freak out and look around and like, oh no, more voices!
You see the candles waver in the wind. There's a small breeze across the room. Come forth. Bard, I have tasted your essence.
Bard's gonna blush a little bit, thinking that's something dirty.
Okay.
And kind of like look around nervously, like, oh boy.
You are a peculiar specimen. I have taken pity on you for your escapades and treasure that you seemingly did not want. I bestow upon thee a blessing of mine. And you see some essence right in front of you, just spawn right out of the altar.
It's not like a cup filled with white stuff, is it?
Nope, nope. You see some white
Whoa.
stuff.
No white stuff.
Take this and bring it to the hold on, and bring it to the uppermost point of the building for even greater boon. Do not call on me, but do continue to make me proud.
Bard's gonna raise their hand, kind of like to ask a question.
Nothing answers.
Can Bard get like a little more instruction? Like, where is tallest part of?
Nothing
Tower?
happens.
Gonna like reach out and kind of like poke at this white stuff.
The moment you touch it, you feel it like start to go through into your body.
I'm gonna freak out for a little bit, like okay.
Okay, but do you continue?
To touch it.
Yep.
It's a little too late for that now. Yeah.
All right. Do you just feel your body is filled with capacity? There's something extra inside of you right now, but
yeah?
you don't understand what it is. You just feel more full in your soul, more heavy. And so all of the essence is absorbed. Please add 500 platinum pieces to your inventory. This is not platinum. It is just something else that we're going to measure. But you don't know what it is yet.
Said how much?
You're going to add 500.
Okay.
Yeah, this does not look like Counter-Strike. Whoops. I need to change the thing here. And we can go into the main area again.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Hello.
we're back. I need to change this. Hold on a second. Table.
Bum,
Yeah.
bum, bum.
Big doors. Then
Okay.
since this is
So you
way
go
out.
through the doors. You are done with the altar and you wander up to the doors here.
Yeah.
Okay. Why can't I?
Do they just like open on their own?
Nope. You have to push them.
It's like
Yep.
open.
They're made of stone, but they're also oddly easy to open.
Oh, okay. Confused looks as I open large stone doors.
You see something emerge from down the hallway, coming around the corner, and it's just like. This is a ghoul of sorts.
Bard wouldn't know the other characters' names, right?
Nope.
No.
Well, I mean, you do remember them.
Gonna move forward 30.
Go ahead. Okay. You move up, and the husk here, it gets friends.
Ooh.
And they start like wandering down the hallway, passing the cell here. And just that, there's a thundering crack as this room just explodes out. And you see a minecart. Just rummage through the entire like perimeter.
Taking out all of them.
Yep. And out from the cell, out and all the dust, you see like Zenith just cough. Maybe that was not so good an idea.
Bart's
Oh.
gonna shout out.
Hey.
Strange elf!
Oh, it's the lizard friend. Oleander?
Sorry, I'm back.
I'm scurry up here and kind of look nervously around for Eric.
Hmm.
Checking to see if he's here.
Oh goodness, what happened here?
Traumatized.
Bard?
There's like just corpses splattered up against the walls and such.
Gonna climb up onto the minecart so that I'm more level with everyone, just slightly taller though.
Wow, you're almost like me now.
Bard, what happened to you?
But Eric murdered Bard. Bard wake up in Weird Chapel.
But why would he do that?
The voices.
The voices. Is he schizophrenic?
Bard
No.
Bard
Really?
questioning this daily now.
You don't remember
Hear
the voice
lots of voices
of churn?
lately.
Hmm.
Well, Bard, one of those was me. Okay, let's just squash that. Every now and then, I might be able to give you something that'll let me talk to you. Now you can't talk back, but it just helps so that I can just talk to you more quiet. And if I turn into an animal and I can't talk to you another way, that's something that I can do. So just learn my voice.
Bard's gonna gasp and go, "You was one of the voices in Bard's head."
I was. And then I turned into a spider, if I remember correctly.
Bard does remember Spider. It was scary.
Yeah. So just be wary, because I can turn into a couple things. So and I don't always feel like warning you.
Hmm. Well then. Zenith like looks down the hallway. What's down there?
That room where Bard wake up. Your
Oh,
voice is there too.
maybe the voices are able to tell me where to go.
Bard was
And like starts wandering down.
Bard doesn't remember what voice sound like. Voice only tell Bard to go top of tower.
Ooh, an altar. What peculiar find.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I wish to commune with thee. You just hear from an echo down the hallway.
Just still is it like just an Elvish still?
Yeah.
Because he likes to speak that a
both
lot.
of us
It's kind
understand
blunt.
still.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like I'm pretty sure we're the only other two members that understand what he's saying when he monologues is us.
Yeah.
He always talk like that? I guess so.
Bard's just gonna look at Oleander and shrug.
You're alright though?
The gods of the place
Bard
doesn't
is
wish to
fine.
commune with me.
Bard got souvenir from being killed though.
Oh?
I'm gonna lower the scarf and like show this like grizzled, nasty scar of like just pink flesh.
Ooh,
Does it
you need some
Does it feel-
sedatives.
like healed, or does it still look?
It's healed. It's just like what you'd expect of a scar. It's kind of spread a little bit.
Okay. Oh my god. What the hell did he do to you?
Did you rip Bard's head off completely? Just out of game question, or did you only tear the throat open?
I think I did multiple attacks trying
you
to
did
sever
rip-
you, but it was unsuccessful on the
So
first one.
literally the scar goes around like the whole neck, but there's like a little bit of in the back of their neck that's like not scarred up. insisting that that when they were beheaded, there was still a bit of flesh.
So nearly headless Nick.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jesus.
Which means Bard will not be able to join in the headless hunts.
Damn.
This place reminds me of home, but we should be leaving.
This reminds you of home?
Yes.
Bard's gonna look up at Zenith questioningly. So,
Don't think too much of it.
does Zenith live in dungeon with nice shit bucket?
No. I come from a high pristine home. But I haven't been home in a while.
Well, buddy, if this is what your home looks like,
Almost. Less Sally-bo.
well, that's a plus. It's something positive.
This better than Bard's last home.
Oh, Yami is talking to me.
Yeah, I'd message him. He says he's getting on.
We're only an hour
This
in.
much better than Dumpster.
Okay, so he can come in at any time. I'm gonna stop role-playing as him now.
Alright.
Okay. Guys, the map is open to you. What do you do?
Bard's gonna go this way.
Yeah. Oleander will follow.
Okay. You do. And you see a staircase and some rubble at the end. There's a lot of fog here from all the dust from the cave.
I'm gonna listen out. Do I hear anything moving?
Perception check.
Let me get back to the endear background.
He's gonna shower and then hop in.
23.
23. You hear a faint rumble in the distance. What this is, you don't know.
I would let everybody know, hey, here's some kind of something up ahead. Just let's proceed cautiously. We don't really know where the hell we are.
Gonna stealth.
Yeah, move forward and try to be as quiet as possible. Stealth.
Okay. Stealth up.
22 for
7.
22 and 7.
Jeez,
Alright.
It stopped on an 18 and then rolled over to a 2, and I was like,
Okay.
always.
You think you're just stealthy, but you're just like casually strolling up.
do.
Yeah. That checks out for Bard.
Okay. You arrive in a hallway with two pathways, but only one of them can be taken, it appears.
If Bard remembered correctly, true heroes go left, but left is blocked, so go right instead.
I always thought you were supposed to go, whenever you come up to an intersection, you always go to the right. You just right, and then right, and then right, and then right, and never steal your own.
But Bard here, 2 rights don't make a wrong.
Let's just go.
Ruining analogies on purpose.
Alright, you wander down the hallway and you see that it's blocked off. And this is where we'll pick up with the other guys. Ben and Eric and John. Back with you.
Okay, I would like to peek around the corner.
So you do. There's like a hallway down there. It's quite long.
I tell Ben that I see we have a hallway down there. Perhaps we should see which way would you like to go?
Alright, that sounds great. John, how about you walk down that hallway?
Sure. This is where we need to go anyway. Hello? I can't move. Okay, now I can.
Alright.
I asked John, where are we going?
We're going to leave this place. Me and my buddies, we made... I came down here a while ago.
Your buddies. Who are these buddies of yours?
I didn't say that.
I go up to.
Why? Why? If you know the way out of here, why haven't you left already?
Because I need to go over here and there's a bus store.
I turn to Eric and I whisper, I don't fucking like this guy at all.
Yeah, I don't trust him either. Perhaps we should let him go down that way, and maybe we look at
Please?
down the other hallway.
Please.
I'm pretending to like follow. I'm walking like very far behind him, but like slowly towards him, so he thinks I'm coming, but like keeping my distance.
He's like watching you guys.
No, go on ahead. Go on ahead. John, don't wait for us.
Come on.
Right behind you.
Guys, we gotta go this way.
Behind you.
There's nothing down the other corridor.
How do you know what's down there?
Yeah. It's like a meeting hall, a feasting chamber.
Food.
You have rations on you. You don't need food.
You can never have enough food.
Oh, goodness me.
Have you been through my bag?
What? No.
I find out you've been through my bag. You're in a lot of trouble.
I go up to Ben and I'm like, what do you want to do?
Honestly, mate, I'm whispering this so John doesn't hear me. Honestly, I kinda just wanna fucking put a bolt through this guy's skull. Don't you see?
Okay.
This is a trap.
Give me a second here. I'm gonna roll to see if I hear that. He doesn't hear shit.
Oh, thank God. Now the real
Can you stop
question is,
muttering amongst yourself and just get over here?
You shut the fuck up, young man, for a minute.
Oh.
Now the thing is, Eric, what do you
okay.
want to do?
Okay, sure. Just please.
I think he's gonna lead us into a trap. Maybe we
That's
should
what I was
check.
thinking too.
Maybe we should go out the other hallway and make sure nothing comes up behind us.
Wait, let me go through my bag. I think I should have rope, no? I do have rope, 50 feet of rope. I'm slowly walking over to John.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking him dead in the eyes and I'm saying, it's just a precaution. Turn around.
What?
Just turn around. Look down the hallway.
Persuasion check.
Uh-huh. Got a 23.
23, yeah. He turns around. Okay, fine, but please be quick about this.
And I quickly, like, just grab both of his hands at the same time, pull them together, like, behind his back, right?
Yeah.
And, like, tie a quick knot as he's, like, handcuffed, but, like, with rope.
I thought you wanted me to help you guys out. Why are you doing this?
Don't asking too many questions, young man. Just sit tight. Wait a minute. And I do the, you know how, like, on the back of your knee, when you're, like, knocking into it, like, your leg folds over?
He kneels down.
To his knee, so he's, like, on his knees now.
Are you about to execute me?
No. It's nothing like that. And I turn to Eric. All right, let's check out this hallway.
Oh my god! But the door's open and I hear voices! And he just, like, cries.
Shh. Come on, Eric. Let's move.
Okay. Alright, you guys decide to check out the chamber down below.
Yeah, the other hallway that he's, like, trying to get us away from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna sneak towards the area and while I'm sneaking, I'm gonna look out for any kind of traps or anything.
Okay. Investigation check.
Epic fail. 5.
5. Okay, yeah, you don't detect shit. You don't even see the poop buckets.
They're just like, it's clear.
Yeah, look good. And I'm gonna go around the corner and appear down the hallway.
There are new ghouls here.
How many?
There are no ghouls.
Oh no. All right.
Okay,
I slowly follow behind.
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna slowly move forward stealthily, and continue looking for anything.
You just hear a sob in
I
the
might-
distance. And as you pass the cell, you just hear as this ghoul is on the other side of the cell and like trying to get out.
I'm gonna take my sword and just shove it to the bars and kill it.
Okay, you're gonna try and stab it in its neck. Roll to
I'm
hit,
just gonna.
but also with disadvantage because it's quite hard to maneuver here.
That's a 24 and a
Yeah, 24 hits.
12.
12 kills it. It just stumbles over on its back.
That's with disadvantage, so it'll be a 12 with the disadvantage.
Ah, it still hits. Okay, well, I deleted it, but I know how much health it had, so do roll damage.
Six.
6 does not kill it. It is damaged. It's like bleeding, but it doesn't seem to react at all. It's like
And so as I do that, I just kind of like realize he's alive, and I just kind of like wave my hand towards Ben and like, you can go. You can kill it if you wish.
I slowly walk over to the bars, maintaining eye contact.
yeah. Actually,
Spit on it.
I could also go into the thing here. I do have an image to post of what this creature would look like.
Okay.
I completely forgot I had this prepared as well. I'm sorry.
Oh shit.
And also, you have John Sollimus here.
Oh, what happened?
We were just seeing what the creatures look like and what the guy looks like.
In Discord.
Yeah.
That is,
Alright,
John
so I
looks
just-
doesn't look like he can be trusted.
No. So I'm looking over at the husk, right?
Yep.
And I spit on it and I continue moving forward.
It like, you see like the spit just go into its eye socket and it just vanishes.
Get out. I move forward.
Alright. It like growls behind you.
I'm just gonna look at it and like, shut up. And I
we heard
continue.
sobbing, right?
Yeah, you just hear sobbing in the distance. It's getting further and further away.
Oh, I thought we were moving closer to someone crying.
You know who's sobbing.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Now I got you.
Yeah, I'm gonna move closer up to the door, and while I'm continuing looking for anything, and I'm gonna see if there's any kind of keyhole or any cracks where I can see through it.
Okay. Roll an investigation check to see if you find a keyhole.
12.
12. There is a keyhole, and as you peer through it, you don't see anything. It's completely dark in there, but you do hear some.
Alright, I move up and I put my hand on Eric's shoulder, push him aside a little bit, and then I just fucking kick the shit out of the door, like trying to like break it open.
All right, well, you run up and you fucking Rambo this shit. Oh, it opens inwards. Let's do this. Just for aesthetically purpose. There we are.
He broke his foot on the door.
All right, both of you roll initiative.
Oh shit, I didn't even need to roll for the successful door kick.
No, just roll initiative because this was unlocked.
I got a 5.
15.
5, 15, okay, and I'm gonna roll here as well. This is a little annoying. Okay. Okay, so we have... Right. Turn order. Hello, I can't... Okay. There. At that. We have Eric. That one, and Ben, and that one. Okay. It is the zombie's turn. And it just runs up here. Tries to attack you. Can it move actually? Oh, it can only move 20. Okay, so that in that case, it can only get to here. And like just runs up. And it readies an action. Next turn, Eric.
See, I am going to throw a javelin.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Yeah, that definitely hits. And I do believe you also crit.
Yeah, so when I clicked on it, I actually rolled it twice, but the natural 20 was first. And that is a 9 damage with a... I didn't do the... I'm gonna roll again for the second one.
Mm-hmm. 9 damage. You see, like the creature, it's the one right in front of you, right? You're targeting.
So it was a total of 10 damage.
10.
I only rolled 1 die.
Okay. And you target the one in front of you, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it just stumbles back as it's like impaled against the table here. Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. We got another zombie, and it just runs up here. Oh, whoops. That's not how that works. There it is.
That's a super zombie.
Yeah. And it also readies an action. Ben?
It's a World War Z zombie.
I do like a Spetsnaz roll backwards and aim my crossbow directly at its face.
Okay. Give me a roll. 2 hit.
Yes. Got a 8.
8. Okay. 8 hits. Roll damage.
A 9.
9. The creature is barely standing. It's heavily damaged. You see an arm just pop off as you hit its chest cavity, almost. But it's still going. It is dead set on killing you. Most certainly. Anything else?
That's all I got.
Alright. We got the other one here wandering up, and it can only make it so far. It's actually taking a dash action. And it makes it to about here, yeah. Alright, Eric, your turn.
So I am gonna go up to the first zombie,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take my shield and bash it in the skull.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll to hit. And that would just
So
be...
the improvised damage.
Yes.
1d4. And my modifier on top of that.
yeah, but you also need to roll to hit. So that would be your strength modifier.
So it would be artificial strength.
Oh, right. I could also
19?
just open up this so you can see a little better.
That's a 19.
19 hits. Roll damage and sure, improvised damage.
Okay, so I'm gonna use 5 damage.
5 damage. Yep. It takes 5 damage. There we are.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action and make an attempt to grapple.
Okay, go ahead.
With feet.
It is like stunned as it like sprints up against you.
That's an 18 on my athletics.
18. Okay, and I am gonna roll acrobatics in a contest. Okay. Oh, I'm in here. Okay, I guess that makes sense. There. That's a 19. That's +1, so it's 20. You don't successfully grapple this. You like reach out and you touch some of like the maggot tendrils that is like popping off of it, trying to like eat you. But that's about it. You just rip a bit of fur off and that's it.
Okay.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. And we have the zombie here. Wanders up and it attacks you. Okay. Gotta go here. Man, I really need another page for this. It's so annoying. Okay. I'm gonna try and do something else here. Okay, rolls to attack, and that would be... Does a 19 hit?
No, I haven't. I'm a class of 20.
Alright. In that case, that's the end of its turn. Ben, your turn.
Okay. So I got a question. You know the spell that I have, right?
What spell is that?
Eldritch Blast.
Yep.
Does it hit multiple targets or is it just one?
Not at level 1. You can only hit one target at level 1.
Shit. Alright. I'll just crossbow.
When you get to level 5, you can hit multiple targets.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while. The one that is closest to me, but
Yep.
I mean they're both close to Eric, but
Yep.
you know which one I'm talking about. That's the one I'm aiming for.
Yep. Roll to hit.
Got a 5.
A 5? A 5 barely misses. You hit some of the maggots off its skin, but it doesn't seem to affect it at all. Anything else?
Exactly what I just yell out. Exactly what I was aiming for.
Hmm.
No, I think that's it. I have a bonus action called 2-weapon fighting where I can like fight with another weapon.
Yeah, if you have another crossbow or a weapon in that hand.
I don't, but can I move up and like just punch it?
Sure, actually, you can do an unarmed strike. Go ahead.
All right. I'm like running up to it and just fucking punching the shit out of its face.
Okay.
I got an 11 on the hit.
Okay, it hits. What is your strength modifier?
None.
None. So you only deal 1 point of damage. However,
Yeah.
how do you sucker punch this thing to death? It only has 1 HP.
Oh, it's like I'm going for like an uppercut, and ideally I'm trying to like knock its head off.
Okay.
Straight up, just punch the entire head off.
Okay. You wander up and you just like punch this fucker in the jaw, and it slumps back, almost like it's fucking broken, but it doesn't come off. But it also like just falls over just then onto his stomach, and its head just jiggles as it like wanders back and forth. It's like not attached to its spine anymore.
Oh yeah, I broke the bones, but the skin is still attaching it.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, it's dead. Anything else?
That's all I can do.
Okay, we got the zombie here. And the zombie is trying to attack Erik again because he's the closest target. And so we have roll to hit. That is... Well, a 5 is definitely not good enough. So that's the end of its turn. Erik, your turn.
Okay, so it swings and misses, and then I kind of like do like a quick step back, and then I take my sword and I plunge it towards him.
I assume that's aesthetically, because if you move 5 feet back, it's going to attack you.
Aesthetically, yes.
Okay. All right, roll to hit.
12.
12 hits. Roll damage.
7.
7? 7 is enough to kill it. How do you sever it? How do you slay this thing?
I just cut its head right off.
All right, well, it just falls over. It heads like spins across the floor as you do.
Woohoo.
And you are greeted with a feasting hall, or well, the remains of one.
All right, and we can like move around, do stuff again.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
So, I want to inspect the room. I want to see what I see.
Okay, roll an investigation check. You can both do this.
I got a 5. Yeah, I got a 5.
Investigation. Nat 20.
Nat 20. Unfortunately, this is a wasted opportunity. You have made it to the reins of feasting hall. There is nothing here besides furniture and rotted corpses.
Yeah, but don't these corpses have anything?
They have bones.
Yeah,
I want to break off more ribcage bones.
All right, go ahead.
Just collect one every time we get a kill.
All right. Also, the turn is over here, so I'm going to remove you guys from the turn order. All right, you're free to explore.
Is that that's just it? I mean, I guess we're just turning back then.
I guess. Well, at least we don't have to worry about creatures coming up behind us.
I guess so. I was hoping for like an exit, or you know.
You didn't listen to Sollimus.
Well, I don't trust them.
We come back, he's just been fucking eaten.
No, but you just hear sobbing in distance.
Okay, so he's fine.
Yeah, he's still.
Can we hear the sobbing where we're at?
You do hear sobbing in the distance, yeah. Actually, you do see a silhouette on the other side. It's illuminated by torchlight. Let's go to you guys.
Back at okay.
Yeah. You guys are spending some time in the hallway, and Bart and the others, they are in the hallway, and they just see a crying man on the other side. It's like 100 feet away or so. Oh, it's 150, but yeah.
I'm just gonna like grapple this John, and just kind of like drag him as we move forward.
Okay, you just push him forward, just shove him in.
Hey, what's up?
Are we done? Can I get released now, please? Please.
What do you think, Ben?
Please.
Cut him free.
Wait, we're back at us now?
Yeah. I mean, everyone can interact now.
Okay, the first thing I want to do is like just slap John across the face and say, "Stop fucking crying, man up."
But I have no weapon.
Didn't he have like a great sword?
Yeah, but you tied his hands.
Oh yeah, well, just kick him forward. Moving.
I want to move here and look inside this where this door's at.
Okay. I mean, you see lights all around. This is like a lot of torches here.
Can I see that lever?
Okay, so yeah, you do see the lever, and you also see like a husk standing right outside, just like. It doesn't seem to caught on to you.
I can. All right, so I can see in there. I'm going to cast minor illusion.
Minor illusion on what? And to create what?
I'm gonna make a copy of myself,
Okay.
and it's gonna stand right there on the other side of the lever.
Oh, that's smart. That's smart. I'm gonna make a token here. Give me a second. Okay. And like the ghoul, it sees this and it's you know, it's just a ghoul. It doesn't see what's happening here. It's just something that's alive. Better fucking kill it. So it wanders over and it makes contact with the mirror image of the kobold, and it hits the lever as you impale this thing on the lever itself.
Slowly sneaks in.
Hello. And
Still alive.
yeah, it appears to be alive, but it's also like.
I wanna. Can I like coup de grace it? Duck.
How do you? What's a coup de grace in this respect?
It's like an instant kill, like something that can't really do anything.
Sure, it's
Like,
prone.
In 3.5, it was pretty relevant because you could coup de grace a sleeping character without having to do any rolls.
Okay. Zenith, welcome back.
I'm alive.
Greetings.
I'm alive.
We first of all need you. Okay, you have changed your
I did.
level. I see that.
First
How-
of all, just sorry for the delay. I was caught up by doing an exam, and I wasn't expecting to be this late. I spent like 3 hours in there because it was an absolutely banger of an essay that I had to do.
Ah, okay.
Zoology.
Oh,
So,
very well.
Ooh,
Maybe should we do
that's,
like a recap?
Sounds
Maybe?
pretty fun.
It is fun once you're not dealing with genetics.
I like animals. Animals.
Animals.
It's sure fun to study their every aspect and evolutionary trait, but it's not fun when they mixed up the genetics of trying to figure out when they're gonna mutate, what kind of mutation they're gonna have, and if their population is gonna increase or decrease by doing a very weird percentage towards their numbers. It's not fun.
Okay.
That part, but the rest of it is very interesting.
Um,
Anyways,
So Zenith, I'm on your page right now. I see that you have 9 HP, but how does that work? You have like 1d6 as your health, and you have a -1 in Constitution, so that should be 5.
yeah, that's weird.
It's 9 currently. But besides that, you can just jump in whenever.
No, actually, yeah, that's because my HP on level 3 was 15, right?
Yep. But you are level 1 now.
Cool. So just let me know when I can
Well-
join in.
You can join in whenever. Are you on Tailspire, or are you just gonna follow along here on the stream?
I'm just gonna follow the stream. I still don't have Stale.
Alright, very well.
Although I can try to buy it now.
Yeah. Or you could do it next time, it's fine. Okay,
So streaming in Discord too. You can watch it through there.
Yeah.
good idea. Alright, so, Bard. You coup de grace this thing? How do you kill it?
Yeah.
Well, how do you, like, intend to kill it?
I'm gonna keep punching it till it stops moving.
Okay. Roll to hit with advantage.
Let me just send you something in DM's info.
Okay. Yeah, 21 definitely hits. 25 as well?
Yeah, you said advantage, so I had to roll it twice.
Okay. Isn't that nat 20?
No, because
Oh.
I have a +6 to.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Oh well.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Roll damage.
I'm gonna double check to see what my dice roll was. Yeah, I rolled a 19
19.
on that last so I was one below critting.
Okay.
Let's see.
Well, it definitely just dies. It stops moving after a while.
Tell me what you think.
Okay, give me a second here. Many things I gotta take care of right here. Okay. Oh, you're already walking with the party, though.
Wait, am I?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you were calling everyone friend.
You're monologuing.
Wait, I'm already here?
Yep.
Like, no one told me?
I did send you an ETA. Alright, well, you guys make
Where?
it into the, on Discord, both in the group and also in DMs.
Yes.
Okay, so, guys, you see each other from across the hallway, illuminated by the magical light from the pillars on either side of the staircase.
Do we also see the creatures in between us?
Yeah, you do. These guys are just stumbling around in the fog.
If I shoot now, do I get like an advantage or whatever?
Go ahead. And once you do,
Okay.
you roll initiative right after.
Okay, the first thing obviously I'm aiming for the closer one.
Okay, go ahead. Roll to hit.
A 13.
13. 13 hits. Roll damage.
Damage is 6.
6. You kill this thing on the spot, and like all the heads in the room turn, and I will now reveal how many creatures are in here. Everyone, roll initiative. Okay. And I gotta
Got a
roll
19.
Eric got an 18.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 14 for Oleander.
Oh, I think we're gonna need to go down the hall. Okay, so let me see here. Oh, and also I need to roll one extra time for this guy. Okay. Actually, just gonna go last, fine. Okay. So, anyone above 20?
To take that as a no.
Okay. Has everyone rolled initiative already?
Yeah.
Is that true? I don't see. Zenith has not.
Yeah.
Zenith,
but
your mic's muted.
Yeah, muted. So like maybe someone walked in.
Oh, okay. Let's just go ahead then. So 19.
Yeah.
19, we have Ben. I'm trying to clear the list. It doesn't allow me to? What the hell? Just clear the list, man. I can't clear the list. Oh, now it does. Okay. Weird.
It's got a button mash. I think that fixes. You just
Okay.
button mash and it'll fix it.
Alright, 18, 17?
I got an 18. Eric.
Okay.
You
Very
just
well.
need to hit a little harder.
Okay. 16, 15. Okay. We have 14 and 14.
14 is for Oleander.
Okay. Hold on.
Zenith, roll initiative.
13? No 13. Okay. And then we have
I got
12.
12.
Okay, Bart with 12 and 11. 10. Okay. And then we have 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and then we have the last one here. Isn't that it? Oh yeah, right. And then we have. Wait, somebody just. Oh, my goodness, this is a little boggy. Okay.
What is it?
It was just working a little weirdly. The whole turn order thing. Okay, we're ready. Eric, you go first.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to this John, and I'm like, if you betray us, I'm gonna kill you myself, and I'm gonna cut his ropes.
Okay, fine. Just do what you have to do, please. Okay, so you cut his rope.
I cut his rope, and I move up to the stairs, and I look around and see how many guys we have.
It's like a good handful.
Okay, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I figured the cutting the rope would probably be in action, so.
Hold on. I need to also add Zenith. Okay, there we are. Okay. So, that is your turn. You just take what action?
I used my action to cut the guy's rope. I figured that would be an action. So.
Yeah. Okay, that's it.
Yep.
Okay. We go next. Oleander.
I will try to zoom in. And move. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'll take about half my movement to get to about here. Can I see how far this guy is? Yeah, he's within. No, he's not within range. I lied. I'll move 15 feet down a bit, and then I'm going to produce flame, and I'm going to throw a little ball of flame at this guy, that's right in front of me on the die.
Go ahead. Roll to damage. Roll damage, I mean.
16.
16 hits. Roll damage.
Okay. And that's going to be a whopping 1 point of fire damage.
1 point. Okay.
Strong.
Well, okay. The fire just almost repels off of this creature. Okay. And next up we have Zombie. And it's the one that you attack, so it's aggravated. And it wanders up to you. Oh, and it can't quite reach you. So it will take a dash action to get close to you. Okay, Bard, your turn.
How close is the? Oh, it's right there. Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to literally launch myself at it with flailing limbs.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
You know, hurt green friend. And then just fucking flailing limbs and tail and they're going crazy on this thing.
Go ahead.
Action. $14 to hit.
14 hits. Roll damage.
For 8.
8. Yeah, it is still standing, however.
Bonus action, because I made a strike attack. With an unarmed strike, I get another attack.
Okay. Go ahead.
21 to hit.
Okay.
Or
21 to hit. Yeah, that
damage.
kills it. Oh yeah, 21 to hit. Oh my god, I'm so out of it. Holy fuck. Okay, roll damage.
It's 7.
7. Yeah, you definitely killed this thing. It stumbles downstairs and just cracks its skull open on the floor, and black ichor leaks out.
Good job, little one.
I'm gonna pat Oleander on the thigh because I can't really reach any higher.
Okay, we got another skelly boy.
Let me see where I can move to though. So it's
This guy moves up
5,
here.
10,
This guy sprints across all the way up here. And then we have this guy. He also sprints across. Makes it a little bit up the stairs. And then this guy also sprints up. Readies an action as he makes it to here. Yeah. Last guy. Oh yeah, that was him. Zenith, your turn.
Okay, let me just figure out where am I and where are the enemies.
If you're looking at mine, you're in that
Yeah.
little circle of white.
I'm at the entrance door.
Yep.
Yeah, right here.
And what are the enemies?
You've
The-
got
On the
green
staircase.
things?
yeah, right here, and then right here.
I'm going to step forward 2 feet to get better range on the target and cast Mind Sliver.
Okay, onto the creature down here below. Closest.
I'll cast. I don't know which one got damaged first.
Neither of these have been damaged.
Yep.
I'll go for the left one then, because it's closer to my allies.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, from the perspective of Oleander, it's left side. Or right side in this case. I'm gonna cast Mind Sliver. Casting now.
Okay, roll to hit. Mind Sliver, is that... Do I need to make a dexterity or something like a saving throw here?
Yes.
Okay.
The target must succeed on an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
And I got 2 on my dice.
DC what?
D6.
No, it should say, so when it says save on a intelligence saving throw, it should say DC. Like, what's your spell save DC? Either say in the thing, or if you look at your spell list at the very top, right underneath description, you'll see like 14 save DC or something like that.
Yeah, it says 14 int.
Okay.
Okay. So DC 14. In that case, the creature fails. It only scored a 5.
It also has a bonus effect of, I think, have 1d4 minus on its next saving throw, I think.
Yeah, subtract 1d4 of the saving throw.
Okay, on this next saving throw. Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
I rolled 2.
It
so
does also
that's-
damage it, right? So how much damage does it do?
Yeah, yeah. 1d6 psychic damage.
Okay, roll it.
I got a 2.
2. The creature is unfazed. However, it does seem to have like more ichor leaking out of its eyes because of that.
Okay. I proceeded to step forward behind my comrades, pulling my tome to hands, and casting a freezing temperature air around the surrounding area of the creature, although impossible to see it by its effects. It barely hit it, but it does moderate damage.
Indeed. All right, and so we have John Sollimus, last guy of the round, and he walks over here and he stays out of the way because he doesn't feel like he can contribute anything. But he's so happy to have his hands free, so now he can actually just pick up his greatsword, and he will ready an action to attack anything that comes within range. Besides you guys, of course. Ben 15.
I mean, first off, I'm looking over at John and I'm real fucking disappointed that he's just standing back like that. So I give him a kick on the back, so he's like going down the stairs, and I say, "Get in there."
You wander over and just fucking kick him?
Yes.
Okay.
Get into the action, you fucker.
Okay, you kick him, but like his turn is up. Oh fuck. Okay. Oh. Anything else?
Does that count as an action, or can I like aim at one of the?
Give me an athletics roll, actually.
Athletics. Got a 1.
A 1?
Uh-oh.
Okay, well, you actually go out to kick him, but as you do, you like spin around and almost like injure yourself, so you're knocked prone. The fuck are you doing, man? Can you stop?
Eric.
You like cards, they go everywhere.
By panic, I'm like, oh fuck, not my cards! Like frantically trying to pick them up.
Okay.
They fall to the ground and you try to pick one by one.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, Eric, your turn.
So how high are we off from the main floor?
The main floor? Probably like, let me roll here actually. Oh my, that's some large slurpy sounds, man. 10 feet.
Those were coming through, I'm sorry.
If I were to like, if I'm 10 feet high from off of the main ground then?
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is I am going to go up to this zombie here and use my 5 feet. I'm assuming that's about 5 feet of movement.
Indeed.
And then I am gonna smash him with my shield as an improvise, and then I'm gonna attempt to grapple.
Okay, go ahead. Roll damage. Roll to hit.
So I'll just do my strength on that. 9.
9. 9 does hit.
Okay, good. And then damage. 7 damage.
7 damage. The creature falls back, and it just... how should I explain this? It like slides across like the ground here, out into the foggy room, and just vanishes underneath the fog.
Man, I wanted to throw it off the ledge.
Well, you certainly did. Just not quite the way you intended.
Hey, it works, right?
Yep. Anything else?
And I guess that's it.
All right, Oleander, your turn.
I will repeat the same thing I did again. I'm gonna target the one on my right, the one that's closer to us.
Okay, go ahead.
It's a 14 to hit.
14 to hit. Hits.
And this one, fucking two fire damage.
2 fire damage. Well, it is set on fire. It's immolated, but it's not like dead yet. It is still coming at you. But now it's a ball of flame as well. Anything else?
Oh, lovely. I will back up a couple steps now that I see them both coming on either side, and that will end my turn.
Okay. Bard.
Is there still that one that's like right up next to Oleander?
You're in between it and him now.
Okay. Let's have a look. Yeah, this is the one that's on fire, right?
Yep. The one right in front of you.
Alright,
The
I'm
one on the
gonna
left.
move right here.
What is the
and
spotlight
I'm going
thing?
to strike it.
Oh, I found it. Oh, it's L, right. Okay, you strike it?
Fancy.
Roll to head.
Yeah, I'm gonna strike it with my fists. A 9.
9 hits. It has 1 damage, so you definitely just kill it. You don't need to roll.
Alright, then I'm gonna move over to this one
Okay, go ahead.
and attack again with a fist.
Go right ahead.
16.
16. 16 hits. Roll
Or
damage.
7 damage.
7 damage. It falls back into one of the candle lights here, and there's like flames on the ground until it goes out a moment later.
But it actually works because of my crusher feat. When I successfully attack, I can knock enemies 5 feet back.
Yeah, I'm imagining so as well. All right. And anything else?
Looking around. So I moved like I think so it's 5. So I can move 5 more feet. I'll go right over here.
All right. Last zombie is here, and it sprints up to hit Eric again. Damn zombies. Fucking no mind of their own. Can't even kill like the strongest guy here. Yet they're still going for him.
Does that mean I'm the second strongest character in the party?
In some respects, yes, but
Like
when you get a couple of
melee-wise?
levels, I think you're gonna get rivaled. Okay, 4 to hit does not hit. Zenith, your turn.
All right. I am still at the entrance, right?
Yep. On top of the stairs.
And we got both of the entries.
Yep. You are in a hallway that has what seems to be 4 doors. You came from one, but you also see the rest of your party on the other side, fumbling with carts and whatnot.
I can't see the other enemy.
It's over here. It's all the way across.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really dark.
Can I see them by this distance?
Yeah, you can, but it's also hard. Like, it's illuminated by the torchlight.
Right. Who's that in front of the enemy?
That is Eric.
See, what can I do? What can I do?
What can you do? I would think you'd know your character better than anyone else.
I think I'm gonna cast. I'm probably gonna cast Firebolt
Firebolt. Okay.
if that reaches. How much
What's
is
the
that?
range?
Yeah.
Yep, I think you
It
can.
does reach. It does reach.
Okay, roll to hit.
That's a 14.
14. Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
be right back.
It-
I gotta run trash out.
That's
Sure thing.
all right. That's a 14 plus 6, 20.
620?
That's a dirty 20.
Oh, right. Okay. You hit. Roll damage.
Right. That's almost a crit.
Mr. Crits. Okay.
It's a 9.
9. The creature is engulfed in flames, but it's still standing. It's like just screeching out.
Man, if only I got that crit.
So, yeah.
Moving my eyes across the area, I search for more enemies that could potentially harm my allies. Finally, looking across the other side of the hallway, I notice a small green figure attacking one pale. No. What's the
Just go with fair. Fair skin.
Caucasian?
That could also work.
I see one small green tint of looks like to be a zombie or goblin trying to attack a Caucasian human, and my instincts already kicking in. I already sling my arm forward, and coming out of the tip of my three fingers, except the pinky and the thumb, a bolt of plasma darts across the hallway, piercing the creature on its abdomen.
Okay.
Damaging it heavily.
Indeed. Anything
I'm
else?
back.
I suppose not. Sollimus' turn. He sees that you're having trouble. He doesn't seem like you went up to kick him. So he just goes down on his knees and tries and fiddle with your card. Hold on, I got this.
No, don't touch them. Do
Uh,
not touch them.
He still does.
Don't touch the child.
And he's helping you get them reorganized and such. Your turn?
Who doesn't enjoy a friendly game of 52 pickup?
Like my turn?
Yep.
He used his entire round, like his entire action to help me pick up cards.
Yep. So you get advantage on the sleight of hand check to pick up everything here within the round.
Wait, I need to roll to pick everything up?
Yep, because there's a whole deck out.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Wait, you never played 52 pickup?
I got an 8.
8. Roll again because you have advantage. So you take the highest roll of the two.
Yeah, and then 8.
8 and 8. Oh dear. Well, in that case, you gotta spend a little extra. You probably only pick up a quarter of it.
Shit. Okay.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing now.
Okay, Eric, your turn.
Okay, so since we're about 10 feet off the ground, I'm just gonna Spartan kick the zombie off the edge.
Okay, roll athletics.
That was so bad. 13.
13. I mean, it still connects, but this is a different sort of thing, I suppose. You kick this thing and it just flies across the room. Bart, this ghoul is coming right at you.
Hold on. Let me rinse that
This is
up
just
real
being
fast.
Spartan kicked all over.
Does it actually reach me, though? That's my question.
Probably not. It just vanishes into the fog right in front of you.
Oh, man, I was going to use deflect, I was going to use one of my bard features.
Okay.
Does it? Does
So
it take any fall damage?
unarmed attack plus 1d6 for fall damage, yes.
But never mind, I don't have that feature yet.
So the unarmed attack would be 7 damage.
7 damage and +3 to hit. So yeah, it definitely just it is like it's like sliding across like the room and landing right. It actually bumps into your feet, Bard,
Okay.
and it just goes still. And combat is over, guys.
As I kick him, I go up to John. I'm like, "You're a coward. If we were in the arenas, I would use you as bait."
Yeah, but in the arena, I would not have my hands bound.
You didn't have your hands bound, though.
I did! He's like looking
Slap him
aggravated
across
at
the
you.
face Once more.
And like, he just hands you like the cards, not even looking at them.
Yeah, but as I'm taking the cards, I am slapping him across the face again.
Ow! I feel so weak. And it just wanders down here.
Look him dead in the eyes. I'm like, you're never touching my cards again. You understand?
He's just walking down here and just sitting on the stairs. Guys, you can freely move around.
I'm
Alrighty.
gonna move to those stairs because the voice told me to go to the tallest point of the.
Okay, you see, you came from like, I mean, there's still Erik on the other side. That is something. But there's like 4 different staircases you can go up here, and there's only one that is like tall.
I guess the tallest one is the one that I want.
Okay, move your character.
I'm really at my computer right now.
Ah, okay. In that case, I'm gonna motion you over to the staircase.
Okay.
I descend the stairs, looking around looking around. Then my gaze falls into the little bar. That's the bar, right?
Yep.
Then my gaze meets with the bard. What were your names again?
Oleander.
I see.
Bard's gonna
What?
sigh, look up to the elf and go, Bard is Bard, but you should know that. Maybe you have rocks for brains.
Damn, the bratty one.
I'll make sure to remember that.
Zenith, you descend the
little
staircase
kobold
and
is
you're
getting
just
abused.
maybe. You descend the staircase and you're in like a thick cloud of fog, and the air is very dense here. It just smells of catacombs and death. Not pleasant at all. Like, it will probably make you gag.
I decide to move forward and meet up with the rest of the party.
Alright. Erik, you're moving up to Sollimus?
No,
Ye-
me.
Yeah, Erik is moving up to John Sollimus. The NPC that's with you. Erik, I think you're muted.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go up to Sollimus, and I'm gonna like get up. We're leaving, and I'm gonna kind of like shove him forward to get him to move forward up to the rest of the group.
Oh, fuck. Come on, man. I'm getting tired of this.
And as
Erik
I
gets-
get up,
Oh.
and I see the rest of the group, and I'm like, why am I not surprised to see the rest of you?
Yeah, Oleander would intercept Erik on his way up towards like where Bard is, and would he'd be like, care to explain what the hell happened to Bard's neck?
Isn't it obvious?
Why'd you do it?
It was the obvious choice as Chalt demand Chalt put me in a situation where I must fend for myself.
Interesting.
It is obvious Bart is perfectly fine.
Try something like that again. And you'll have me to deal with as well. And then I'm gonna look over at this other guy and who the fuck is he?
You guys seem to know each other. And I'm so happy we have so many more. Oh man, maybe we can kill the monstrosity and finally escape this place.
I'm just here in the far corner, looking at you guys, but not that far. Just slightly away from the group, looking at you with a stern face as usual.
Who the hell's the human?
I'm John Sollimus.
He's some human we found when we arrived in this place.
What?
And I
Do I get like
I-
your names? Hello? Who are you guys? You seem to have history.
By the way, chat says, please don't abuse kobolds.
You're damn right.
No, you don't
We're
get my
adorable
name.
little chaos lizards.
What brought you
I
here?
go
Why
up
are you
to
here?
I can't pronounce your name. Some other Eric, and then I'm like, we cannot trust him. There is something off with him.
Well, I don't know if he's the only one here I
Okay,
can't trust.
that's a perception check from my part. Let's see if I hear that.
Touche.
And
I then finally decide to approach
No.
the group.
okay.
Then move myself. Thank you. I finally decide to approach the group as I calmly says, "Greetings."
Greetings, friend. What is your name?
Perhaps you should answer me that first. What are you doing in this place?
Well, I
With a high tone, as in I am higher than you.
Oh Jesus
Oh.
Christ! We got the first instance of a high elf being a posh dick.
yes.
I mean, high elves are supposed to be that.
That
It's
is
also the first bit of racism we got.
yeah, actually.
Hang
It's
on,
really not.
hang on. Let me rephrase that. That's a question that I must do to you, human.
My name is John Sollimus, and I've been stuck here for quite a while. I just want to leave, man. That's it.
How did you come to be stuck here?
Well, I don't know. I just woke up here just like you guys did.
With a gaze around the area and then back at the human, the name's Zenith.
Well,
Do I bel
I suppose. Good to meet you, Zenith.
Do I believe him? He has no idea how he got here.
Inside?
10.
10. There's some truth to his words, but he also seems very frantic. He's definitely holding back information. Ben, you spent a lot of time collecting your cards. You finally do so.
That's what I've been doing all along.
Yeah.
Shame, I thought I had them already. All right.
Just
Okay,
having been
I'm-
scared at
But
the floor.
I have been like listening to this entire conversation, right?
Yeah.
While picking up the cards. Yeah. Okay. So I'm moving up to this John guy.
Okay.
And I look at him and I'm like pulling him aside and I want to like pull him aside like
Okay.
come with me, come with me for a
Yeah.
sec.
Yeah. No
How
more.
many party members we have here? again?
No more violence, okay?
No, of course not.
Oh.
Just a
then,
question. How many party
like-
members we have here?
We 6 total, including the NPC.
Excluding the NPC.
5.
1, 2,
Alright.
3, 4. Where's the fifth?
Bard?
On the stairs.
By the stairs.
Oh, okay. I couldn't see him because OBS was in front.
Sure. Ben, what do you do?
Yes, I'm pulling this guy to the side, like away from the group, like whispering, so like This is just me and John's conversation, yeah.
Okay.
And I go, okay, listen, mate. I will protect you. I see that you're in quite a panic down here. I will protect you, but you have to tell me what is going on. Like, what do you know? What is going on down here?
What do I know? Well, I know that I wanted to leave before, but this monstrosity just cut me off. Before I could make it outside, I saw the sky.
What's this monstrosity you talk of?
It's like the things that you saw, but bigger. A lot bigger.
Because, okay. So, how'd you get here? You
I-
need to be upfront with me. If you're not coming out, like if there's something you're not telling me, I can't protect you.
He starts to rub his eyes. I was out on a boat. I was on a trip. I think it was with family. We had my dog out. I don't remember what happened after that. Maybe I wandered into a portal. Maybe I ate some shrooms. I don't know.
I'm not convinced.
Inside
is the
check.
name of your, what's the name of your dog?
Brendan.
And I lean close. You have to tell me absolutely everything, or you'll end up like Brendan.
What?
Wait, I'm doing an insight.
Yeah.
You
Wait,
said?
what?
Inside check.
I got a 9.
Okay, 9. This is definitely what he thinks, but he also have no clue.
This guy's just clueless.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough.
Okay.
I'm following.
Clueless
I'm
emo.
just walking. I'm walking over to Bart at this point. Like,
He's on the top of the stairs now.
Yeah.
But okay.
I would like to walk up the stairs, and as I walk upstairs, I approach Bard. And
I just
say,
so-
Upon Eric, like before you can even speak, I'm gonna run through these doors.
Oh,
Like
I ju-
literally.
you try and pry open the doors, but they're so heavy they take a long time to open.
I'm just behind the group.
And just kind of look back at him and like clearly freaking out as I'm trying to open these doors, like slowly, just like.
And also, Bard, as you're frantically running upstairs to get to the doors, you are blindsided by this creature that's come out from like the right side. Come on, hello, can I do this? Hello, I can't move.
I'm right behind the group.
Oleander would have moved up too to try to keep himself between
I-
Eric and Bard.
Okay, I can't seem to target this one.
Man.
I can't target this creature alone. That's so annoying. Okay, well I'm gonna need to spawn a new one and then, fuck.
Hear it.
That's annoying. Okay, well, this thing spawns, runs up and just attacks you. Roll to hit is going to be. That's hold on. That's a 15 to hit.
No,
Okay.
you missed me by 1.
All right. Well, guys, you can just gang on this guy who's like spinning out.
Sure, I'm gonna try to shove my quarterstaff through its skull.
Okay.
I'm gonna slap it away with my tail as I continue to push the door open.
Okay.
and I'm gonna grab Bard and grab him out of the way of the zombie, and I'm gonna take whatever kind of damage I can take for Bard.
No,
Gonna be a
no,
12 to hit.
you don't have to. But also, Orlando, you attack this creature. Roll to hit.
Yeah, 12 to hit.
Okay,
And
12 to hit
the
hits.
5.
5 damage. The creature is stunned, but it is still standing. Okay, Eric?
My attack is a 17.
It hits. You don't need to roll. The creature has 1 HP. So you definitely just slay it.
Is Eric holding Bard?
No.
He just pulled you back and then stepped in front of you.
Before you guys could notice, a voice comes from behind. Keep your guards up. this place is not to be trusted. Or else I'll deal with you. I'll deal with you all myself if I must to.
Zenith is getting very.
Zenith, what told you this place was unsafe? The rambling zombies that we've had to fight? The smell of undeath? The cells?
Eric?
I'll just roll my eyes when you say that.
I'm gonna move over here and kind of like cower behind Oleander's leg, like hugging onto it.
Bard, I mean you no harm.
Bart doesn't believe you.
Okay.
Have to prove to Bard that you're not gonna hurt Bard anymore.
Would you like me to present you a gift of a token of my... Would you like me to present you a token of my loyalty and my protection?
Bard's gonna look up at Oleander and then to Eric and just gonna slowly step out from behind Oleander's leg and be like, Bard can accept gift as first part of apology.
I think that's a start.
I apologize, little one.
And Bard's gonna hold out their arms for like whatever this is that you're going to give them.
It's a piece of bone.
I pull up my arm sleeve and I press my hand up against one of my tattoos and I begin a chant. And my tattoos begins to glow, and as it glows it becomes a needle. And I'm like, Bard, please allow me to give you this tattoo of my respect and loyalty.
Bard's gonna look confused at the needle and go, what is tattoo?
And I show him my many tattoos that I have on my body.
He's like a wandering painting.
Art. Seeing that it came from his arm, Bard's going to hug their arm wraps away to reveal a scale.
I grab his hand and I press the needle to his skin and I'm like, this will not hurt, and I begin to chant. And the needle begins to link ink onto the skin, and I say, this will be our bond, and with this I will protect you with my life.
Now, does it actually apply itself like an actual tattoo?
Yes.
All right, so yeah, you're gonna just, but like, Bard's gonna try and tug their arm away. Then immediately, when like the needle starts like jabbing into scales and going, ah!
Guys, the kobold is screaming.
Oleander will reach around and try to.
Eric lied!
We're all seeing what's going on, yeah?
You're wandering upstairs, but yeah, you see like kobold is about to get a tattoo.
You're still gonna you're not gonna. I'm not gonna be able to pull away from Eric, obviously, but like the tattoo will finish.
Shh, shh, shh. The creature's out there. Be quiet.
Just the little lizard screaming bloody murder. Ah!
Shut the thing up.
It's okay. It doesn't hurt.
Bard's cussing at you in Draconic. It's just like
And-
all matters of language just like like fucking cussing.
And then I say, this is a symbol of my loyalty to you, and with this I would defend you, even if it ends my life, and as long as
What languages does everyone speak? Just asking, because then you'll be able to pick up on some of the cussing.
Does anyone speak Draconic or Elvish?
I don't. I
No,
do
I-
speak Elvish.
I speak Undercommon.
I'll say 2 people speak Elvish. I know that.
I suppose like Undercommon, it would probably have like 1 or 2 words from Draconic as well. It's like the underground language spoken by mostly goblins, though.
Anyone speak Dwarvish?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay.
No idea what you're saying.
And then, so I continue saying that as long as you have this, may your punches find your target and your will power your punches.
Bart is too focused on how bad this tattoo thing hurts to really hear anything that you're saying, and it is, still screaming, but they do eventually die down once the pain stops.
Is this creature always like that?
Shut your mouth, John.
But
Yeah.
This
Fine.
creature's done
Shut
more
up,
than
John.
you have in the past 10 minutes. So who? Go cower a little bit more.
can we just get out of here?
I spit on John.
I hate you guys. Oh my god. Just endure this. Just endure this. We're almost out. We're almost out. Oh god. Oh. Okay.
Well, John, as somebody who says they've seen the way out and seen
I
the
just
light,
I just signed in the
you're more
background
than welcome
speak.
to lead the way.
I just signed in the background saying, "For frick's sake" in Elvish. And then I come up to the, and I come up to the
The door?
group.
Ah.
No, to the group, and cease this blabbering already. We are not here for fun or to have vacations. If they wish to get out of here, then we must work together without screaming.
After the tattoo, Bart's gonna tug their arm wraps back over the tattoo and immediately go back to Oleander and kind of like bury their face in his leg.
Aw, that's adorable.
You look real tough, Bard.
But Bart never had a tattoo before.
It's a little uncomfortable at first, but you get used to it.
All right.
So when the drow comes up behind me, I say, "Why am I not surprised? A drow giving orders."
Yeah, authoritarian. That was the word I was looking for earlier.
I just glance at him and say, and who would you be?
I'm I'm speechless.
Zenith, the human just lost all his like words when you asked that.
That was quick.
Zenith,
Oh
if I
fuck!
make
I
it
never
out of
no
here,
one's ever talked back to me. What do I do now?
Speechless as usual. Typical human.
All right. Well, group, you're in front of the
you gotta
door.
work on your keeping skills. John, since you said you've seen the light, why don't you lead the way?
If it's right through here, and he like decides to pry the door open. It takes a little bit, but the dust is coming off the doors, and soon it opens up. And he walks inside, and it just stops.
Oh, so one of the cussing and stuff that Bart said, like through the multiple languages, was were you dropped on your head as a baby or thrown against a wall?
Or both.
That was probably part in Elvish. The other one in Dwarvish was, if you were any more inbred, you'd be a sandwich.
Oh,
Jesus.
Just like random like insults and cussing.
Uh,
Eric is wheat
Eric
because
is
he's
meat.
inbred.
I am bread.
You're wheat because you're inbred.
Ah,
Okay.
Got him.
This is gonna be a long journey.
Yeah. Guys, the map is open to you.
I'm
I
gonna
walk
scream
I walk
past
behind
everyone.
John.
All right. You arrive in a small corridor, and there are 2 corpses on the floor. Not ghoulish corpses. These have splattered red liquor all over.
Red licorice. What?
Can I go up to the corpse and examine the gore?
Yep. It is definitely blood. And what you see here is a half-eaten human woman. She looks terrified as she's just staring up at the ceiling. Most of her lower body is gone. It is just completely gored up.
and this one on the right.
This corpse has been clearly dragged here, but I do believe, yeah, it's an massacred elven man. It's in a better state than the woman, but it's definitely also been eaten.
Alright,
Can I
I'm gonna.
inspect if they have anything on them?
You
Any
can.
weapons?
Same.
I want
And
to whisper to Oleander and Elvish. Do you think this thing likes women more than men?
No, I think that it got full on the woman, and I think she was probably just the first choice. I think it was specifically because she was a woman.
Wait, it is an elven woman? As in
No, that was a human woman and an elven man.
Okay.
Turning to Oleander again, I'm gonna go. Maybe it prefers human.
As I walk up to the
It does.
as I walk up to the room and I finally spot the elven man, I just let out a low tone for the love of Corlon in Elvish. Then I walk up to the man, examining him,
Okay. Well,
but not
guys,
touching him.
those of you who wants to investigate the corpses, roll investigation.
All right.
Okay.
Rolling,
A
rolling,
22.
rolling.
22.
I got a 18.
Besides having really torn up common clothes, these guys are not warriors. The man appears to be of a wizard, but he also, you look through his backpack, he doesn't have anything, no rations, nothing of weapons. He only has a dagger, the elven man, but that's all you pretty much see.
I just kneel
Oleander
beside
would-
the elven man in
Yeah.
a praying position.
Salute.
Excuse
I
me.
would like to go up to John and say, "Are these the people you mentioned earlier?"
Same.
These
Who else speak Elvish in here?
these were indeed.
You don't know.
That's Sarah, and
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Zenith did hear Bard cuss a little bit in Elvish. Heard the if you're dropped on a head as a baby or thrown against the wall thing.
I guess fair enough. If you would have heard, I would have speaking back to.
I
Bard
was
and, when he
screaming
talked to me.
that, but afterwards I was whispering in Elvish to Oleander.
all right. Well, what do you do?
John, are these your friends?
They were. They were, but I was the only one who could make it back here before the monster killed them.
Bard's gonna turn and look at John. Bard think John maybe left them to die.
I did not.
Is there anything we need to know about whatever this creature is? Do you remember anything from when you had to fight it?
It was big. Big, just very big. Very, very. Oh.
How big? Because my friend over here,
I just
he's about
remember
7 feet.
the skull.
What about the skull?
Not human. Not human at all.
I'm gonna roll an insight on this guy
Okay, go ahead. What are you inciting specifically here?
to see like if there's truth to him. I was kind of hoping for a low roll so I could just make accusations.
Okay.
Could I help him with that so he can get advantage?
No, I rolled a 14.
Okay. I mean, sure. Go ahead.
All right, I guess advantage. Yeah, it's still a 14.
Okay. It's not like the same, like, twice you've done that already, this session. Rolled the same thing twice. Okay, well, he's definitely like, he has an inner conflict going on. Like, he didn't leave these guys to die, but he also couldn't do anything to prevent it, so he feels guilty, but also it was a necessary thing to do.
Bard's gonna kind of like scrunch up their face, like they're thinking really hard, and then point to John and go, maybe John is monster.
What? No!
Is that?
I'm human!
Is that
I stand
true,
up.
John?
I
Are you
stand
the
up from my
monster?
brain position,
Okay,
and I look backwards.
go ahead.
Then do answer me this. Do you remember even getting here?
I do! I came on a boat!
And were these people with you, or did you find them here?
They were here when I got here.
All right. You didn't know them beforehand.
No, I just know Sarah, and that elf had a weird name that I can't recall.
All right.
I would like to push him up against the wall, and I would like to kind of do my shift ability, but not actually do like a full shift. And I would like to intimidate him and
Okay.
have him, and I'd be like, "Tell me the truth."
Alright, roll intimidation.
And I just sneeze in the background. I smell BS. No, just kidding.
Break out in hives because you're allergic to it.
That's a 9.
9.
With the
Okay.
charisma-based one.
Okay, so he's like thrown up against the wall, and you just keep him there, and he's like, please hold a little bit in my space right now. Please, back away. We're in this together. Just please.
Okay, I'm just gonna like grab them, and then I'm just gonna kind of toss them back in the main room, and I'm like useless.
Like I said, John, lead the way.
Oh gosh. Everyone.
I walk up to John, and I help him get up.
Oh, thanks.
Easy there.
Thanks.
Easy there, buddy. We can point fingers without any. We can point fingers without any proof of anything. He does seem suspicious, but that is all. We still have no idea where and how he got here.
Guys,
I speak to
all of you.
John, but in a ordering manner, as if I'm trying to order him
Okay.
or command him.
Well, he's not too sure what to make of it, but he just knows that he needs to leave.
To Eric.
And so you wander up to Eric.
No, I was helping John, and as I was helping John, I said this
Oh, to Eric. Okay.
because he threw him across the room.
Okay.
At this point, Oleander would have walked over towards
But-
Bard and said, "Have my back, Bard," and he'd try this door.
Okay.
All right.
Everyone, get your weapons out. It could be anywhere.
Gonna follow after Oleander.
Weapon, and I will take charge and make the main, take the lead. And I remind John that the monster isn't the one he has to worry about.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
I walk into the room and start doing a detect magic plus identify
Okay.
as I kneel down on the floor
So you cast Identify.
and detect magic.
Okay.
here
You
for
do know
about
that it costs like a level 1 spell slot each.
Yeah.
And also, you need to identify something. You can't just identify the room. So this would be Detect Magic.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay.
Both those spells are ritualistic cast, so he doesn't have to spend a spell slot.
Not if
Yeah,
it's
yeah, they
prepared.
don't.
You feel like taking 10 minutes, but
Yeah, if it's
If he
prepared,
wants
he
do
doesn't
it
have to.
instantly, If he wants to do it instantly, he has to spend a spell slot. But if he wants to do it ritualistic cast, it takes 10 minutes, but he can do it for free.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, well,
It just costs one action.
guys, you want to spend like 10 minutes here trying to like perceive what's up with this weird room?
Bard's gonna run over to this water and have a look.
Okay. Bard, the waters here are completely still. You're looking down below and you just see a dark abyss. But the surface, it is almost too still, like clear glass. It mirrors your frame.
My kneel changes from position to a cross legs as I start to to slightly float in the air.
Okay.
I'm still casting detect magic.
Okay. I assume everyone is entering the room. Also you, Ben?
yeah, I'm gonna. Oleander's gonna take a look around, see if
Yeah,
like up
where am I?
besides the
Where am
water-
I?
In the
By any
back?
chance, by any chance, how do we account for the minutes?
Well,
It's a real.
I'm gonna give
time-
everyone else like a turn of what else they want to do while we wait. But once we have done that, we'll just say 10 minutes has passed.
Okay.
So where am I located compared to like Eric?
You're behind everyone,
Yeah, where's Eric?
right in front of you.
Okay, I'm grabbing his shoulder and like pulling him back, like away from the group.
Do you allow this, Eric?
Sure.
Okay. You go down the stairs again.
Get some
Yes, listen
Game of
up.
Thrones vibes here.
Yeah.
Where am I again?
Oh,
Who?
Yeah, I just got into the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I got into the room and now I'm on a crossed leg position, slightly floating in the air. Strange runes and symbols start to glow beneath me.
Yep.
I'm just saying the progress of the spell.
Okay. Everyone else? Eric and Ben, you were talking?
yeah. So, listen, Eric, I've been thinking about this for a while. Do you remember when we woke up in the room and John had 20 packs of rations around him, open and eaten?
Yes.
Do you remember that, Ben? Not Ben, Eric. I was thinking, have you noticed how his friends didn't have any rations in their backpacks?
Yes.
I don't
Yes,
trust this guy.
I do not either. That's why
He
I'm
must have
staying
taken
close.
their rations. He must have taken them, and he left them.
I think so too. I think he saw the monster and then locked them behind the door. Why else would the door be closed? And then
Yes.
he fled from the zombies, which seemed very odd. Why would there be zombies in the room as well?
Exactly my thinking. So I'm thinking we take this John and we throw him in the pool. What do you say?
I think we should use him as bait if the monster comes out. He'll be the first to die, and then we could.
But we know nothing about this pool.
Ooh. We'll see what this drow comes up with first.
I don't like this, but if you say so. And we slowly walk back, I assume.
Okay. Bot and Oleander, what are you doing?
While they do that, Oleander would have just kind of taken a look around the room to see if he can see any movement, if he hears anything.
Make a perception check.
I'm gonna guide myself as well.
The runes and the symbols beneath me glow a little bit more brighter as I
Oh,
start to
God damn
mumble
it.
some elvish.
I bumped my character into the water. Fuck.
As I start to mumble some elvish.
Oh, why does this thing keep doing that? 18 perception.
18 perception. Okay. With an 18 perception, you do hear something above you. There's an open sky. But the water makes no sound, and you hear no sound from elsewhere. There's nothing moving out of the corner of your eye either.
Alright.
Wait, an open sky? Can I do something here?
Go ahead.
How far, like how tall is this room?
Let me measure it out. I believe it's about 80 feet tall.
Shit.
Out of character real quick. I'm gonna step away for 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alright.
40 feet tall.
40, okay, perfect. I have a 50 feet rope in my back that I'm trying to like... No, I'll bind it around my crossbow, like one of the bolts, and then I'll
Ooh.
shoot it up to like try to make a rope that I can climb. out of
Okay.
here.
Okay,
What?
so roll to hit. I want to say DC 18.
DC 18, what does that mean? What do I
That
do?
means you need to roll as an 18 or higher.
Okay.
On an attack roll, normally.
I got a 15.
15, not good enough. Unless anyone else has an inspiration they want to expend here.
I do.
Do you expend it?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll again.
Got a 8.
8. That's even worse. You can try again, but now you have to score 23. The DC goes up by 5 when you fail.
I can try again.
Yes, but
Wait,
now you have to
wait,
score
wait, what-
15. Well,
what do we need to
23.
do?
Oh, I got an 11.
Oh, it's him.
shit.
Okay, now you need to score an 28. I don't think that's possible.
I don't. No, that's not possible.
Yeah.
So I just want to know, like, what happens to my arrow? Then did I shoot it?
Well,
up?
you
And,
shoot
like,
it up,
does
and it
go
just dangles down. It falls down into the pool of water, and just take it back.
up? As I lean over to Eric again, and just another reason to throw John in the pool.
How many minutes has it elapsed?
One last thing, Oleander. Well, what do you say you were doing?
They went away. They went
Oh,
away.
okay. And Bart, you were by the pool.
I'm gonna dip my my quarterstaff into the pool.
It is
How
water.
many minutes has it elapsed?
I'll get to you.
Water.
Okay.
The water.
I can. After that, I'm gonna dump the mud out of my my jug,
Oh,
and
okay.
I'm gonna use my tail to dip the jug in the water
Okay.
to fill it up.
In that case, you successfully fill the water skin with water.
Nice.
All right. And at this point, I do say that the time has elapsed, and Zenith, I will give you a description here of the room. You arrive in a less imposing place. This is more grandiose, made with purpose. But for what purpose? In fact, the hall you find yourself in could be considered grand. If only some time had been spent brushing off the floor. Before you is a large pool of water, extended down into a dark abyss. The surface is clean and still. looking like clear glass, but something about it doesn't feel right. Take great care with this knowledge. This is magical water of some sort.
I figured.
You do, however, also notice that there's a thundering clouds above you. And Ben, you would probably be the first one to notice that the skies above you, it is clouded, it is ever moving, and it just thunders loudly.
I slowly descend from my meditation, and then all of the symbols and brightness just seeds. What is the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
Recede.
Yeah, thanks. They dissipate and they recede, and then I stand up and walk near the water to investigate visually.
Okay. You see that it's clear water. No sounds coming from it, but it doesn't seem to have a bottom.
Maybe if Bard goes for swim.
We don't know what's in this pool. There could be anything, and I sense a magical presence in it. I do not advise for it.
I would like to grab John and drag him up with the rest of the party, and I'm gonna be like, where did you see this creature last?
Maybe the next chamber? It was running over here as well, so it could definitely come out any second.
And then I also tell Bard, do not be foolish and sacrifice your life. Let the drow go in the water first.
Oh. You dare to go into the water?
Wait, are you going to jump into the water? Are you sure?
He's saying you must go into the water first.
Wait, me?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what Eric said.
I pull my quarterstaff and just do a little fudging around the water.
Okay. Your staff goes down into the water a little bit. It swirls as you move it, but I mean, it soon gets clear again as soon as you remove your staff.
So I need to go to the water. That's a bad idea.
Okay, while this is happening, can I look over at John and see if he has like a water skin or a flask or something?
Yeah, you could check his backpack, and he does have the one strapped to the side.
Okay, I'm trying to steal that.
Okay. Hey!
Wait, I can't stealth this?
Yeah, you could try.
Or does he just know? Does
Sure.
he notice?
Just go for a sleight of hand against his
Sleight of
perception.
hand.
Can I distract John for this? And then
That you also can, yes.
Because I have
Go for it.
proficiency in stealth of hand as well. So
Yep.
Okay. Do I still roll sleight of hand?
Yes. Just
got a
normally, I roll with disadvantage. But how do you distract John?
I tap John in the back of the shoulder.
Yeah?
Why don't you go in the water?
I don't want to. Something doesn't feel right about it. You heard what the elf said.
What does the elf know? He's just a drow.
Do you trust the water? Yeah, you take the water skin. He doesn't
I got
notice.
it. Perfect. Okay, so I'm pouring out whatever he has in it, and I'm walking over to the water slowly
Okay, go ahead.
while he's still distracted, and then I fill it up with the magical water.
I'm gonna move over here.
Okay.
Okay, and then I walk back to the guy, to John, and I'm like, "You look thirsty, mate.
Isn't that my water skin?
Oh, I found it on the floor, just over there.
What?
Think you must have dropped it."
But it's empty.
No, I just filled it with the magical waters from the pool.
Yeah. How do you fill this up?
I just let out a
Dipping it in.
Yeah, but he doesn't. He didn't see you do so, but he sees that it's full now. He's not dumb.
Oh, my mistake. My mistake. This is actually my water skin.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, it just looks like yours. Don't worry about it.
He rolls an
Take a
insight.
swig.
I may have an idea.
He rolls a 10, so he knows that you're lying because he can tell that there's a different marking on that he recognizes on the water skin.
But do I get to roll a deception?
Sure, just go ahead. Go ahead with a deception check.
Fuck yeah. Oh, this guy's doomed. 25.
25.
Oh.
Well, all right. Well, I mean, I'm pretty thirsty. So he takes the water skin.
I saw it in your eyes. Have a sip.
Okay, fine.
Oh no.
And
before he takes a sip, I go, just remember who gave you this. You
okay,
owe me now.
sure. And he starts to take a sip. Nothing happens.
Oleander would like to look around on the ground to see if he can find a rock or anything with some weight to it.
There's a little bit of a rubble, like some pebbles here in the corner.
Okay. I'm gonna pick one up. I'm gonna reach back up into my hair and pull like a bit of it
Good
out.
chunk.
Yeah, and like tie it around the rock to secure it around the rock.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna walk to the pool of water. Where did I go? There I am.
All right.
And I'm going to drop the rock in gently, not like throw it.
Oh.
I'm just going to like bend down and drop it in.
Okay. You see that it gently drifts to the bottom.
Beautiful. And then I'm gonna walk over to Bard and I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and I'm gonna say, "Don't go anywhere. And if anything attacks us, hit me and wake me up." And then I'm going to kind of go into a trance
Okay.
and I'm going to peer into where I dropped that rock.
Okay. All right. Well,
See anything down there?
do you get like dark vision or anything with this?
So I still would use so it's remote viewing. It lasts for 1 minute, ends early if I dismiss it. Well, I can see and hear from the token as if I were located there. So I do have dark vision and I can hear anything.
Okay. In that case, you just see the walls around you just descend slowly, and you just feel an immense pressure like cave in around you. But eventually you do hit.
I don't think you feel that. No, it's just
Okay.
It just has his sight and hearing.
All right. Well, eventually you just stop. You're suspended in nothing.
I don't see anything,
Nope.
hear anything.
Nope. You just see the walls exactly the same shape as it was before, but you just stop moving.
Okay. Then I'll come out of the trance.
Bard's already bored of this pool, so
Okay. After a while, John comes up and he like says, "How did I get here?"
I was like,
What?
what?
Oh. Wait, who are you folks?
I look at him with confusion on my face.
Oh. Wait, did I see you just die just a moment ago?
No. With absolute conviction on my face, and I say, "I'm your master.
What? I don't have a master. I never had a master.
I own you."
No, that's not true. Oh, come on. Where's the contact? Really?
Well, look at him. He's obviously your master. He's a demon. You're his servant.
But no.
That's
No.
what it is.
No.
And you need to do what I say. And I say, jump into the water and go get my bolt.
I should do what?
Yes, get my bolt from the water. The one with like rope attached.
What?
I was about to impede this action from him, but I just hesitate.
Is there something in the water there?
Oh, it's just water. Go get my bolt.
Okay, fine, but like, okay, he's like takes his clothes off, and he stands back in his underwear and just jumps in.
I lean into Eric.
Bard had bad feeling about this.
I lean into Eric and I go, "What a fucking idiot!"
Oleander watched Bard as Bard filled up his gourd with the water, and he's gonna. Bard, let me see that. Let me see your water jug real quick.
Maybe you should dump it out.
Oh yeah, sure. Bard can share with water. Bard just needs to drink first.
No.
I'm just
Let me
looking
have it,
at
buddy.
I'm just looking at John.
Let's dump that
John
out.
that jumped into the water.
Yeah.
Bard's gonna give Oleander their gourd without drinking from it.
Beautiful.
He comes
Oleander's
back a
gonna
while
dump it
later,
out.
and he's like, I can't see it, but I feel a little dizzy. And like climbs up.
Bard's gonna ask, "Did you drink any on the way down?"
I don't think so. And he like just rubs himself off with all the water around him.
Wait, he doesn't see the bolt?
Nope, it's dark down there.
Shit, it sunk to the bottom.
Y'all, I took a look. I don't see anything down there. I didn't hear anything down there. So I don't
Bard
necessarily
is,
think anything is in there, but drinking the water seemed to have some kind of an effect on him, make him a little forgetful.
You think?
Yeah.
What?
So,
I remember. I remember everything.
What is your name?
Slave.
Jeremy.
I lean into him.
Jeremy.
Oh, slave boy. That's your name, slave boy.
No, it's definitely Jay. Jeremy. It is Jeremy.
What did you give it to him?
Bard thought your name was Susie.
Susie? But that's a woman's name. I'm not a woman.
Are you sure?
What did you give it to
I
him?
look into my pants.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm boy.
Jeremy, do you remember how you got here?
You guys are fucking gaslighting him so hard.
What's up?
Jeremy, do you remember how you got here?
No. Something about a boat? No. No, wait, that was in my dream.
Yeah, I would refrain from drinking the water. Jeremy, I'm pretty sure you were, do you remember the way out of here? I think you said it was through those doors up there.
The doors? Oh, over there? Yeah, should we leave?
Yeah, why don't you
lead the way,
go
buddy.
first?
We're waiting for you.
Alright, sure.
Lead the way.
Sure.
We don't know why you were.
What are we scared about, man? Come on.
Oh, who's scared? Just go.
Lead the way, buddy.
Whoa. Oh, Jesus Christ. I saw the figure and I thought he'd like shrunk down or something.
Alright.
I was freaking out.